Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
Grace and peace, everyone. We're back. You saw the thumbnail. You saw the title. So you know what we're about to do. Rest, what's going on? But hopefully, according to the bourgeoisie, according to the melanated Marxists and other folk, you were not supposed to go shopping. So if you went shopping today or yesterday or Friday, I don't know. I don't know what the rules are to this. If you did that, then you didn't do the right thing. You were not following along lockstep with all of the other people that were doing whatever they was doing. So tonight we're going to talk about this economic boycott. I asked the question, did you participate in this? I asked that question on Friday in the community post. It looked like a general consensus was that people were not participating in it. And I want to talk a little bit about that because I'm interested in understanding, why do we do these things? Why do we do these? These are not useful activities that one should participate in real quick. I'm just interested in this, and I am going to mock it because I don't think that it's actually a useful activity. And lots of people feel like these are useful activities, but they're not. I think the thing that I'm having an issue with, I'm not understanding is, okay, you're not going to buy items or you're not going to support this particular industry. Got you. But you don't fill in that void with a true alternative. So, for example, people like going to Target. People like shopping at Target. We'll use Target. Target is not the end all be all of this discussion. However, people like going to Target. Okay, whether it's retail therapy, whether it's to push those, they got some really nice carts. Whether it's just to push that big old cart around and it moves all nimbly. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but there are people who go to Target just to like relax. I don't do it, but I know people that do. And of course, people go there to shop. So this is a big piece of let's just say it, a big piece of Americana. So I'm not supposed to participate and go to this place, but where should I go? There's not a good alternative of it. And it's not just, hey, well, you can go over here to Ray Ray's Knick Knack and Paddywhack. Well, sir, they don't have those nice carts. They don't have those nice, clean aisles. There is an ambiance that people are missing. So when I see these type of things, these boycotts and the such like that, first of all, I already call question about why you're boycotting, but we'll save that for a little bit later. But just the actual activity, don't go to this store because whatever reason. Well, you didn't give me a good, valid reason, a good alternative to where to go. Example, let's just use another example. Don't go to this restaurant. Well, the other restaurant is not on par with the restaurant you told me not to go to. So therein is a problem. And of course, we could go back to the retail example. Hey, don't go to Walmart. Walmart is extremely, pocketbook friendly. I went there yesterday. I was like, hey, I haven't been to Walmart in a while. So I went in Walmart yesterday and I said, hey, this, you know what? It wasn't that bad of an experience. Went in there, got what I wanted, kind of meandered a little bit, and then made my way out. It didn't cost a lot. So Walmart has a level of cost effectiveness, wallet friendly. So if I can't go to Walmart because I'm boycotting, then what is going to be my real alternative? Because I need some alternative that's going to, equally be decent to my pocketbook. Can't just go somewhere and say, oh, I'm going to go stick it to the man, but I'm going to go spend, 8, 9, 10, 12% more than if I just went to the Walmart. And I'm probably going to go further away because Walmart is literally down the street from my house. So those are some things, and we're going to talk about. I'm going to make a lot of fun of this. So if you're upset about and you really think we should participate in the boycott and economic blackouts and such like that, I don't do any of those. So I'm not going to participate in any of them. I know there's like a whole bunch of, there's a whole day, all these days coming up. Like, I'm not keeping up with this. It's hard enough to keep up with my in-laws' birth dates. I'm not keeping up with all these doggone boycotts. So just give it up.
Yo, I'm going to be real. I respect the fact that y'all entrepreneurs and y'all opening up your own businesses. But as black people, what we need to stop doing is we need to stop specifying and putting so much emphasis on the fact that it's black owned. But what y'all don't realize is black people are the only ones that's going to feel comfortable coming. Because you making it known that you black owned. That's who you want to come there. I would feel like you don't want another race there.
And I want to stop real quick before you get to the next one. I think this is a huge problem for the highly melanated people. I've not seen a white-owned business that advertises as white owned, that's in the chronicles and journals, the business journals and the such of that nature, the business associations say we're proudly white owned. We're proudly any other people group owned. It's only black people that do this. And I don't think we realize how off-putting it is. That it does, in fact, and I've said this before, and there's only a few. I asked this on another show. Can you tell me a product that can only be sold to one ethnic group only? And I really think the only one I could come up with is hair relaxers that really truly can market to just one people group and be successful. I can't think of another product that, like, we don't sell it to any other people group. We only market it to one group. The only one I can think of is like hair relaxers. But my point is, everything else requires, dare I say requires, or is benefited by other people enjoying it. So I couldn't just have like a black only barbecue joint. Okay, there's just not enough black people in my area. This is not going to work. You don't have a black only car dealership or car, period. You're going to have to sell to other people. You're going to have to work with other people groups. So why do we do black only? I'm sorry, black owned business. Why do we do that? For the life of me, I've never understood that. I can't think of, and I had to say, I don't even think it's all hair products. I think, because there's a lot of hair products that other people groups can use. I think relaxers probably could get away with never reaching out to, other people groups. But other ones, I can't think of another one that would work. And why do we do that? It seems counterproductive if you're trying to grow your business and grow your market share. Matter of fact, kind of fun fact, a lot of people are complaining about the whole Target debacle. Well, one of the things about it is that you have to work your way up to being able to sell in Target. You just can't say, hey, I make a product today and tomorrow I'm going to get it sold in Target. So with that being the case, then you would need to work with other people groups in order to get that dare I say groundswell, a little bit of interest in your product before it can get into Target. So you're going to need to sell it to other people. And to me, it makes no sense. It seems so counterproductive. But let's let the young lady go after this. Let's go.
To come there, I would feel like you don't want another race there.
So let me get one thing straight. You went out, shopped, and stocked up on supplies yesterday from the same stores that you're boycotting today. Let me ask that again. You went out, shopped, and stocked up on supplies yesterday from the same stores that you're boycotting today. And you're doing this because of a boycott call to action by Al Sharpton, who, by the way, has profited off of years and years of black trauma. Not only that, but you're on Instagram and Facebook, two platforms that are owned by Mark Zuckerberg and Meta, who are dismantling DEI policies from their company. Which, by the way, according to the U.S. Department of Labor, DEI does not benefit black people on such a large scale, like people are making it out to be. Also, you're still on Twitter, the very platform that is owned by the very man who also does not support DEI policies. So you know what I call that? Selective outrage, because it's either you're all in or you're not. So do I think that this boycott is justified? No, I don't. Because again, people have selective outrage and people are hypocrites. They're gonna go right back to the stores that they're boycotting today. From a one-day boycott, by the way. They're gonna go right back to those stores that they were shopping at yesterday, preparing for today. My people perish for a lack of knowledge.
I can't disagree. I can't disagree at all. I don't understand it. And I'm trying to be as gracious as I can. Like maybe something about it I don't get, but when you are running around with the people that Booker T. Washington had something fun to say about the Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, the race hustlers. And let me pull this in because I think this is very appropriate for where we are right this second. I should have did it like that. Okay, let me pull this in real quick and I'll bring it. I'll be right back with her. Let's go. What did Booker T say? Let me get me out of the way first of all, Jason. There's another class of colored people who make a business of keeping the troubles, the wrongs, and the hardships of the Negro race before the public. Booker T. Washington. Let me read it all out because it's really informative. There's another class of colored people who make a business of keeping the troubles, the wrongs, and the hardships of the Negro race before the public, having learned that they are able to make a living out of their troubles. They have grown into the settled habit of advertising their wrongs, partly because they want sympathy and partly because it pays. Some of these people do not want the Negro to lose their grievances because they do not want to lose their jobs. Booker T. Washington, 1865 to 1915. So I've brought this up before, and especially if you are an alumni of a historically black college or university, why is it that there's so few schools that are named after Booker T. Washington? Why are there so few dorms on any college campus? In any college campus, you will find very few dorms named after Booker T. Washington, but you will find pretty much on every HBCU a dorm named after W.E. Burkhart Du Bois. Just something to think about, especially if you're an alum. I want you to just think about that because I think it's extremely interesting. Why are they always propping up W.E. but not Booker T? It just seems interesting. All right, that selective outrage is real. So let's keep it going. Let's go.
Today, there's a nationwide blackout, a protest, if you will, amongst the black community, amongst large scale retailers. You know, we're controlling our black dollar, as they say. So let me get this straight. I'm supposed to not get supplies I need from my household just to show retailers that I have economic power. So
this is and so one of those things I mentioned in my opening was that we have a lot of people who will say, hey, don't go here and don't shop here, but they don't give you an alternative. And so one of the issues that I have with these quote unquote boycotts is that they tell you don't spend your money here, or we need to show our economic power here, which, okay, that's fine. I do think black people are very, very invested in consumerism. We do spend a lot of money. That's true. But we're not saying, hey, take the money that you don't spend today and put it in a savings account and see what happens. Take the money when we do these boycotts and we do these don't go out and shop days and all that kind of stuff like that. Take the money that you would have spent today, you would have spent $80, put that in a savings account. To me, that would make much more sense. The long-lasting results of that would be much better. The long-tail results of that would be way better than just saying, hey, hold your breath for one day. I know you like shopping, so go get all your stuff that you need on Wednesday. Don't shop on Thursday, and then back to normal on Friday. That's silliness. All I did was just save the money and then spent the money the next day. Why don't you have systems in place? And this is what my issue I had with Jamal Bryant over at Stillbirth when they were talking about the quote unquote boycott and all that kind of foolishness. I'm like, you don't actually have a system in place to actually fix the problem. If you're saying the problem is Target, you don't have an alternative Target. If you're saying the problem is Amazon, you don't have an alternative shipping project. You don't have that. So maybe, just maybe, you should spend a little bit more time on the actual back office instead of the grandiose spectacle that people look at. Oh, they're Atlanta pastors calling for a boycott. Well, the problem is all those people that work so hard to get their product into Target, and remember, they needed black people to buy their product. Now the black people are not coming to Target to buy their product. Shoot yourself in your foot. We are our own worst enemies. Shout out. Let's go.
I was unaware that it was supposed to be some type of boycott tomorrow. But then after I did my research, I just realized y'all logic is way off. Way off. So you mean to tell me that y'all want to boycott, but you didn't want to boycott when it made sense to boycott? I'm talking about boycott over the last 4 years when we really needed boycotts to happen. Because right now it doesn't make sense to boycott. We need money pouring into the economy. We needed boycotts to happen when our borders was open and illegal people was coming to our country and the government was just giving money away. We needed boycotts to happen when people were being laid off from jobs, not government jobs, but regular schmegular jobs. We needed boycotts to happen when the president kept just sending money over to Ukraine for no fucks. And meanwhile, the rest of us was out here trying to figure out why is he constantly sending money over to these foreign nations. Black people, we needed boycotts to been and happen several times because we continuously seem to have a problem with people who look like us taking each other out in our community if we really want to go there. But ain't nobody doing nothing about that. But yet somehow, some way, we want to sit here and boycott corporate giants. It's giving fake outrage. It's giving that y'all just boycotting because y'all don't like the man that's in office right now. And the sad thing about it is that, like, nobody is joining you but the same people of your party. Probably majority of the liberals who got food stamps, they're not joining you either. Because soon as the first come, they're going to spend those food stamps. I'm just letting you know that right now. Y'all need to get it together. Because I don't know who's leading y'all, but they are leading you guys into a burning house.
Oh, God. All right. Come on, let's talk about it. Come on, let's talk about it. There are, and when we put it on a scale of importance, I feel very comfortable, and I will stand on this, that discussing Target and their hiring practices or what they're going to have on the shelf is very low compared to a myriad of other things that go on in the highly melanated community. I'm sorry, there's no other way you're going to make me say otherwise. We don't care about the fact that we have more of our black babies are born in fatherless homes than our grandparents would have ever imagined. Why are we not upset about that? But you're upset about Target. I'm just saying, like, I don't think the word selective outrage cannot be used enough in this regard. We don't care about the fact that, and y'all, and I really want somebody to tell me that I'm wrong. If you go to Chicago, also known as Chirac, if you go to Chicago on any given weekend, we can pull up the stats. There are countless young black boys and that are deleted by other black boys. If you look at Chirac the exact same time, you won't find countless numbers of black boys killed by police officers. But if a police officer does kill a black person, y'all want to riot and protest in the street. But you don't riot and protest in the street that we have our young men are so hopeless that they will take the life of another black man over something as simple as petty as they stepped on my shoe. Where's your outrage about that? And do not get me started on the deletion of children. Don't even get me started, because your feelings are not built for that. So when you tell me things like I need to protest because Target isn't hiring or they've changed their hiring practice, which, by the way, was inappropriate to start with, if they were hiring somebody just because of their skin color, not because they actually brought good value to the product, to the store and to the corporation. If they change that, or they're not going to have as much product, or they're going to be a little bit more discriminatory about how they put products on the shelf, and you can't explain to me how those products got onto the shelf, but you're okay with what's going on with the Margaret Sanger buildings down the street from your house, please miss me. I'm not worried about you. You're not serious. You're not serious. There we go. DearWokeC@gmail.com. Let me make sure I put that in the chat so y'all can make sure. Please make sure you email management, because management is always here for your complaints, because you're probably going to complain about what I just said. And I'm perfectly fine with it. So there it is. DearWokeC@gmail.com. All right, let's roll. Let's go. Shout out to Gail. What's going on, Gail? Thank you so much. Super producer. Thank you so much for stopping through tonight. Good to see you. Great mod, as well as a great supporter of the channel. Thank you so much, Gail, for rolling through. All right. I'm going to back this one up just a little bit, because he's making fun of somebody. And I think y'all know who this is. Let's go.
Into a burning house.
Oh, God, this is Dr. Kamal Garrison Bryant, Senior Pastor of the True Birth Church here in beautiful Los Angeles, California, but not really. But I came to stand in solidarity with my pastor and my mentor, Dr. Jamal Harrison Bryant. Oh, God, that pastor, preacher, par excellence, and social provocateur, to decree and to declare that we are joining in with the 40-day Margaret Store fast. Oh, God, for the next 40 days, oh, God, you're not to go to a Margaret store. Oh, God, buy from a Margaret store. Oh, God, think a Margaret store. Oh, God, even to say, I almost slipped. Oh, God, so I want y'all to join me. And if, in fact, Oh God, y'all see somebody? Oh God, any Negroes going into a Margaret store or coming out of a Margaret store? Oh God, y'all please DM me their name. Oh God, here it is, Margaret Stores. Oh God, y'all done faked around. Oh God, but you're about to find out. Oh God, I got to go, please. Here it is, no Margaret Stores. Oh.
Okay.
Why is his glasses upside down? I don't know if he knows why. I don't get the comedy of Margaret Stores. I think that's actually extremely, extremely comical in light of what I just said. However, why is his glasses upside down? Oh, man. All right, let's see what we got here. Like, real quick. Target one, the boycott failed. I don't see what the end result was supposed to be. What was the goal of it? Just to see their stock prices go down so y'all can swoop in and buy more stock at a lower price? What was the purpose? I don't get it. I don't understand. Let me see real quick, because I saw somebody who disagreed with me. All right, what did I see right here? How do you equate single mothers raising a family without a father with boycotting Target? Oh, very simply. Very simply. We as the Black community don't take marriage and family serious. That's why I'm boycotting it. We don't take it seriously. We don't say, hey, this is something that's important for us. There's no communities that thrive with broken families. It just doesn't work. So therefore, yeah, like I don't think the boycott of Target ever has a goal anyway. I think we should do a lot. And by boycotting, I'm not saying boycott marriages. That's silly. What I am saying is, why are we not making that a priority for our community? Like, yo, we got to start. We don't need to have all these children born without fathers in the home. Period. End of story. Let's continue. Why would you protest a fatherless home? Do you think I'm going to walk around outside protesting outside a home? Do you think that's what I'm talking about? For real? When that is an individual's choice and not a systematic rise. No, it's a choice. And therein is the problem. The problem is many of you all have gotten into this idea that something is a system. No, it's a sin issue. The reason we have crime is because people are sinning against one another, or people are committing the crime. A system doesn't exist without people doing something in the system. If the system gives me permission to do something and it's a sin, guess what? I'm still sinning. If the system gives me permission to do something and it's a crime, guess what? I'm still criminal. I'm doing a crime against you or against somebody else. So no, there's a problem with us. We don't encourage family. That's it. Pick a major city. Pick any major city of your choice. Find the population of the highly melanated people and look at their baby deletion rate. Every major city in the United States has a higher rate of Black babies and brown babies that are being deleted than any other people group. But you want me to say that we support family? I'm not saying that there's not dads that are involved in their families. Come on, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that there's a lot of kids that are not being allowed to be born. That's what I am saying. So why don't we protest that? There's more babies being deleted than there are anybody's being taken out by police. So if you're following the logic of what's the most important, I would think that baby deletion would probably be worse. Let's keep this going. Let's go. All right. Did I miss any others? There were some others. I don't think that guy was the guy. Maybe I'm not preaching. I don't think I'm preaching. I've been boycotting since before it was cool, except buying gas. I shop locally, grocery stores and hardware, and I cook all my meals at no fast food. I think that's very smart. There's a lot of good benefits to it. I wouldn't call that a boycott, though. I would just say that I'm just doing what I think is right for you and your family, Gene. And by the way, I think that's a fantastic. There is no way in the world you're going to convince me that I need to watch Roland Martin. Merc Dollar, you might have the wrong show, my guy. You might have the absolute wrong television show. There's no way I'm going to watch Roly Poly. No way. This dude out here shucking and jiving for Hillary Clinton, but then he talks about Snoop Dogg and Nas. Man, come on. Man, come on. I mean, Nelly, please miss me. Please miss me. And you can email me. Here, let me tell you right now. And you can hit me up, dearwokesy@gmail.com, because I'm not for it. I don't care nothing about Roland Martin. This dude is a part of the Black bourgeoisie. This dude sat there and lied in y'all faces and told you that Joe Biden was okay. Then he lied in your face and told you that Kamala Harris was a Black woman. Come on, man. Come on. You smarter than that. You better than that. You got like a fancy car in your logo. Please stop. Not today. Not today. It's not the one. Let me see. It's lots of good commentary back and forth. I love it. I love it. I mean, we can invest in it, but we could just invest in building up our communities. Instead of looking out and saying other people are doing something to us, how about we just actually admit there's stuff that we've done to our communities. The highly melanated community has been ravaged by the highly melanated community. Ain't nobody keeping you, nobody's making us have this many children born out of wedlock and so many children being munched up in their mother's womb. That's it. I don't care what Roland Martin said. Roland Martin is missing me. I'm sorry, my guy. There's no way you're going to get me to. No, Roland Martin does not have the capital for me to sit there and take him seriously. So it doesn't matter. He sat there and let Tiffany Henry lie in his face. So no, Roland Martin doesn't hold any weight, any sway. So there's the problem. I don't need to listen to him. Let us go. Let us go. Jason, you should probably make it bigger. There we go. Let's go.
So I just want to double check. So we're boycotting a retail store, but we're not boycotting mifepristone. Okay, we're boycotting Target, but we're not boycotting that man that's not your husband. We're boycotting all of these stores and organizations, but we're not boycotting the sin that will keep us out of heaven. Okay, I just wanted to, make sure we was on the same page. Okay.
And there we go. And I'm glad that I got to that point. We got a whole bunch of issues inside of the highly melanated community. And actually every community has them. So I'm not picking on them, but I'm a member of the highly melanated community. So we have a whole bunch of issues that we need to resolve for ourselves. But we're busy looking over that mountain of stuff that's inside our community to look at the molehill in somebody else's community saying that's the reason why we're not successful. Miss me with it. Just miss me. Yeah, I don't. Roland Martin doesn't hold any sway with me. I don't care. There's nothing he can say that will move me except unless he wants to tell me that he's repented of his sins and accepting and believing in Christ alone for his salvation. Maybe I'll listen to what he says there. But anything else that he says, Roland Martin can miss me. I can find that same, even if he told me the truth, even told me the right time of day, I can find it somewhere else. I ain't missing that. I'm not missing it. Let us go. Let us go.
Hey, yo, Al Sharpton protested black men voting for Trump. Al Sharpton protested the decline or the end of DEI at Walmart. Al Sharpton protested everything under the sun. But when it's right at his front door, not a peep from Al Sharpton. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Well, let me tell you something. Joy Reid was fired from MSNBC. Al Sharpton's on MSNBC. Why didn't he protest them? Think it's not illegal yet.
I want you obsessing about DEI.
All right, real quick. And I do want to jump. I appreciate that. Where is the outrage for the things that Al Sharpton could protest that affect the community directly? The self-preservation issues that we just kind of overlook because we're worried about Walmart or what Target is doing or what some company out in another place is doing, but not what's going on our own block. Where is that outrage? Where is that vitriol? Where is that? I haven't heard Al Sharpton say anything about what's going on as it relates to the Margaret Sanger locations in every black community, every last one of them. But Al Sharpton seems to be mute about that. But hey, he didn't have any problems. No problems going in Costco, doing some performative art, some performative dance, walking through the aisles. But he has nothing to say about all the liquor stores that are in our communities. Does he ever go to council meetings? Does he ever go to board meetings for the towns and raise cane about why they give business licenses freely to all of these liquor stores, all these payday loan locations? Does he do that? I'm just wondering, because otherwise, then why am I protesting Walmart and Target, but I'm not doing something directly that affects my neighborhood, my community? I'm just wondering, just asking questions. And so I'm not just saying, hey, I didn't participate in the protest, but here we go right here.
I want you to be focusing on DIY. Do it yourself. I like math. It doesn't have an opinion. You've heard me say it a million times if you follow me. Here's why I don't want you obsessing about it. We're not even prioritized. Black people are not even the priority of DEI. Why are we getting so riled up? I understand that people think it's signaling. And here's why I want you obsessing about this. We're 5th on the list. Did you hear me? We're 5th on the list. Number 1, women. Number 2, Hispanics and Latinos. Number 3, people with disabilities. LGBT community is number 4 on the list. African Americans are number 5. Okay, then you have indigenous Native American Indians and the James Brown version of affirmative action. Open the door, I'll get it myself. Okay, so this gets even better, all right? So let me tell you who tops off with industries for DE&I. Again, I'm saying don't complain about this. Move on to something else. We can win when we focus on the green. We focus on economic excellence, or just excellence and economic achievement, and we can do it. We've always done it. We've been doing so much with so little, with so long. We can almost do anything with nothing. Stop playing this game. Go raise your children, pay your mortgage, pay your car note, volunteer with your city council, volunteer with your school board, go to parent teacher night, ignore the noise and go on about your business and build your life.
Okay, that's my point. There's so many things, because I guarantee you there are so many aspects of our own homes that are not in alignment, that are not taken care of, but we weren't about Target and going to Target's TikTok page and skewering them, or going to Walmart and boycotting them. But what about the things right now that you can handle? That's the problem. There are a lot of things that we can take care of in our own communities. We don't need to go look at Target, because I guarantee you, if we got ourselves straightened up in some other areas in our own communities, there would be a ripple effect in Target. There would be a ripple effect in Walmart, because you know what? We'd be sending better people out there to actually work. And we're not worried about you getting a DEI hire. We want you. I'm going to be the best that I can be. But see, we don't do that. We're worrying about all this ancillary stuff that makes no sense at all. Let's finish this up. Let's go.
But just for the facts, the number 1 beneficiary in technology of DE&I are women, particularly in STEM. In finance and banking, the number 1 beneficiary of DE&I are women. Again, I've already said, I'll say it again, it's mostly white women. So if somebody is racist about this, they're shooting themselves in the foot. They're hitting, I don't know, their face against our fist or something. It's ridiculous. And women are a third of the U.S. economy, so we shouldn't be holding them back. We should be lifting them up. Finance and banking, I think I just mentioned that. Women, education. Get this, first generation college students. That includes white men. So if your parents didn't go to college, DE&I programs at colleges were set up to make sure that first generation college student can get into college. Anyway, don't bother me with the facts. I've already made up my mind. Some people are saying healthcare in the medical fields. Women, okay? Government and law. Check this out. Veterans. Why are we jamming up veterans? I have no words. Okay, you get the point. Move on, carry on, going about your life. Like, this is just, it's been weaponized. It's a game. It's over. DE&I is over. It's been weaponized. It's been made into something ridiculous. Let's just go on about our business. But we can excel, right? We can excel. We can do this because we are God's child and we're made to win. So let's go do it. Let's go prove that we're good enough. See you at the finish line.
Okay, so I just want to ask, what did he say that was a lie? What did my man say that was a lie? I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but what did he say that wasn't true? What did he say that wasn't true? That the stats, that black people not prioritized, that they were literally like 4th or 5th on the DIE hierarchy? What did he say that wasn't true? That these particular industries benefit from DIE? What did he say that wasn't true? That we can't go out and succeed? All we got to do is go out there and put our nose down and get at it? Did he say anything that wasn't true? That's what I want to know. Did he say something that was a lie? Did he lie anywhere? Any lie detected, as my kids would say? Did he?
It's because we are God's child and we're made to win. So let's go do it. Let's go prove that we're good enough. See you at the finish line.
So y'all organizing and y'all boycotting Target, and every Democrat voted nay on no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, and no tax on overtime. And y'all running around here rallying around, boycotting Target for the DEI. But while you boycotting Target, boycott the Democrats that stole your money and then voted nay on no tax on tips.
So can we discuss the hypocrisy in this DEI economic blackout that was supposed to be happening yesterday? Like, for real, my people are the biggest hypocrites I've ever seen in my life, yo. We want diversity, equity, and inclusion in everybody business around here. But when it comes to black business, I ain't never seen a black business supporting DEI. Like, we only market and brand to each other. People will come on TikTok introducing their new black business. And, oh, I opened up a restaurant over here in Orange County, and we serve sandwiches and juices, and oh yeah, it's black owned. Like, what if we heard all of these other places talking about, well, I just opened up my new location, it's white owned? Y'all would be out here trying to start a riot because they said that. Not to mention, we sitting around upset about diversity, equity, and inclusion, but stores such as Target and Walmart, they carry black products within inside their store. Mm-hmm. If there is a hair product or a skincare product that someone enjoyed and they wanted to manufacture it at a high level, they went to Walmart and Target and got a deal with them, and Walmart and Target did it.
I just want to add, I'm going to jump on this part as well. And I said this about Jamal Harrison Bryant and Stillbirth's phony fake, whatever you want to call it, protest. We don't have systems in place that actually run competition against Target, run competitions against Amazon, run competitions against that. So therefore, by saying something, because remember, Bryant told people, if your product is in Target, to get it out of Target so you can ship it from home and whatnot. That's literally what he was saying. And most people realize like that doesn't work like that. Target actually bought those products. So you can't just say, oh, these are mine, and I'm going to go to every Target in my neighborhood and take them off the shelf. You can't do that. But we also don't have in place even a shipping. Like, there's not even a near competitor to Amazon to ship. So if I brought all my products home and I filled up my basement and garage full of these products and such of that nature, I can't even get them out to the people without using another system. But we don't have that system in place. But it would have been so much easier if it was just on the shelf and they could just walk in and pick it up when they need it and go on about their business. This is the long thought process that I don't think goes into these kind of boycotts. They're knee-jerk reactions. They're not meant to be, I don't think they're meant to be successful, in my opinion. I don't think they're meant to be successful. I think they're meant to cause a stir. They're meant to get people rallied up, because all you got to do is drop one little word in there, racism, and you're going to get a certain people group to go move heaven and earth for you, even though they benefit none from it. Black people don't benefit from DEI, but we're moving heaven and earth. We out here crashing out, and other people are just like, yeah, y'all go ahead and crash out. Y'all go ahead and crash through the wall and we'll walk on in, because we're going to let you do that. Tell me I'm wrong. Let's go.
Like, if that's not diversity, equity, and inclusion, I don't know what else is. So what we do in return is we shoot ourselves in the foot, the very people that's putting our products on the shelf to help us grow our brand and our businesses. We're on here talking about let's stop going there and supporting the business. So while you not supporting Target, you're not supporting other small black businesses that market and distribute through Target and Walmart. That makes sense. Let's dig a little bit deeper into this. What is the purpose of all of this boycotting of these retail stores? Like, let's say they do go out of business. I want to know how many of you or how many of us have a plan to replace these businesses with something bigger, larger, and more productive to help the economy. I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all ninjas get on my nerves. Like, it just amazes me that when it comes to ignorant things, y'all be happy to jump on the same boat with each other and try to carry this mess out. But if it was something positive, like, I don't know, let's build and put our money together and create our own organizations. We can't find nobody to come together and do that mess, though. So what exactly is the purpose of the blackout again? Because let's say it actually worked and we happen to put all these retail businesses out of business. How do you suggest we eat? Where do you suggest we get more clothes from for our children that's growing? Like, where do you work to make more money if you putting all these businesses out of business? Y'all be really talking some nonsense, yo.
Before he goes on, and I'm going to keep bringing up stillbirth because I think stillbirth is just a perfect example, and I'm here to keep causing chaos with them. So outside of stillbirth's campus is a Walmart, literally like a mile. And then I found out about 3 miles away, give or take, is a Target. Now, let's just say for laughs and giggles that they were successful in shutting down the system. Remember, Jamal Bryant said they're going to break the back of the system, right? And they did shut those places down. We're not just only talking about the people that were selling their products in Target. We're talking about the people that actually work at Target. So all those people that work, and they're in a black part of town. So it's very possible that a high level of employees at that Walmart and that Target, respectfully, are black people, brown people, highly melanated, right? So they just now lost their jobs. What are you going to do, Jamal? What are you going to do? Their hours got cut. What are you going to do now? Because this huge model, y'all have seen these Walmarts. They're humongous. Y'all have seen these super Targets and such like that. They're gigantic. And so there's a lot of people, let's just say 400, maybe 500 employees easily in some of these places. That would be 1,000 people that are out of work now. That maybe went to your church that were giving funds to actually allow you to be able to say the dumb stuff that you say, Jamal Bryant. But now they don't have jobs because you successfully shut down Target, crashed Walmart. And that's just in your community that's going to be a problem. What about the countless other communities that have Walmarts and Targets and such? What is that? Walmart Market and all the other things that Walmart's tentacles are in, all the other things that Target's tentacles are in, because now we're looking at the distribution and now they're completely scuttled. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like these things are not well thought out. This dude is not talking about Tulsa riots. You are not talking about Tulsa riots. Please, please, please. Matter of fact, you know what? How about this one, though? I will drop the link for you, and you can come on. You must have your camera on. You must not use profanity. You must stay on topic, and we can talk about that. Do you want to do it? I'll drop the link, because we only got a few minutes left on this, and I'll gladly talk with you about that. Just let me know. Let's dance. Let's go.
Y'all black people are falling for it again. Y'all falling for it again. So I guess many of y'all broke black people about to be out there with y'all not buying nothing, not buying toothpaste, not buying groceries. And y'all did the same thing with Black Lives Matter. Y'all are a pawn in the Democrats' hand. Y'all are a pawn in the left's hand, the radical left. Democrats, black people, you are a pawn again. They manipulate you with race every 4 years. Every year they manipulate you over and over and over and over again.
Black people, why? Why? Why do we keep letting the Al Sharptons of the world tell us what to do? Why do you keep letting them have us be the face of these movements, but nothing gets done in our communities? Why? Why do we not care about the test scores? Why do we not care about the women hating the men? Why do we not care about the economic gap? Why don't we care about these things? DEI is not going to fix that, okay? It's not because of DEI. It's because of the lack of accountability that black people are taking in their own community. We're not taking accountability for the things that are happening in our community. We want to boycott this shit, which I do agree. We should be boycotting McDonald's and all fast foods because it's disgusting and it's not real food. But as far as boycotting, let's go boycott the dudes on the corner in our neighborhood. Let's go boycott the people that are selling drugs and the people that are shooting people. Let's go boycott that. Let's go boycott the ghetto behavior. Let's go boycott the disgustingness coming out of these homes. Let's boycott stuff like that. Stop doing this. Stop letting them use you like emotional slaves. This is ridiculous. Not to mention, white women should be the ones boycotting, if anything. They benefited the most from DEI. So let's stop with the, please.
Okay. Tell me, I'm willing. Just tell me where the lie was. Are our test scores where they need to be? Are our reading scores, our graduation rates where they need to be in our communities, in the black community? Are our numbers where they want to be? I'm just wondering. But we weren't about Target. We weren't about Walmart or Amazon. But where's Al Sharpton's complaint about the fact that, again, how many schools in New York are failing? How many schools in Chicago are failing? Where is the outrage about that? I'm just wondering. See, that's what I'm saying. Like there's a level of accountability that we don't want to accept. We don't want it. We do not want to accept that we are accountable for our issues. We want to blame it. We want to shuttle it off to somebody else. We want to give it to somebody, make it somebody else's responsibility, and don't want to say, hey, we are accountable for this. We could talk about 25 different areas that we as Black people have no problem with. We got no problem with it. But let some white person do something, and all of a sudden we all up in a tizzy, losing our minds and going crazy. But we don't have any problem with the stuff that we do. And these are our issues. And that's the thing. We don't want to accept that these are our issues and that we have to deal with. There's no other way around it. There's no other way around it. I started earlier talking about the fact that so many of our children are born in fatherless homes. That's our issue. That's nothing to do with a white person. We need to have a conversation about that. No community has thrived in a situation with fatherless homes. I'm sorry, it just haven't. And you can't tell me that they're thriving now because we are looking at the byproduct of fatherless homes. Stop, please. Just be honest with yourself. That's all. I mean, I see tons of comments, and there's a lot of things in here that we don't deal with. We're not willing to deal with this issue. We're not willing to deal with the immorality and the promiscuity in our communities. We're not willing to say that. But then you come up here and you're mad in your feelings, and you got the nerve and audacity to be talking about something that happened 50, 60, 100 years ago, but you're not talking about what's happening right now. That's all I'm saying. Like, we're like, let's get back. Let's get to the brass tacks. There's nothing that the Tulsa race riots did that stopped me, that's causing Lil Ray Ray to lay down with Shaniqua and give us Pookie. Ain't nothing that the race riots had to do with that. So why are we not discussing that? Let's be honest. Let's keep it going. Let's go. We're almost done. We're almost done. And I'll literally, hey, you're welcome. Come and tell me I'm wrong. But this young lady has something to say about that.
We boycotting everything but sin. We protesting on behalf of everything but righteousness. We got to get it together.
I'm on my way. I'm at the drive-thru right now getting me some, because I knew that y'all wasn't going to boycott. Listen, I was at the gas station earlier because it's stupid and I ain't doing it. And that's what I saw. A lot of Black folk at the gas station. A lot of them, more than usual. And so this whole boycott is a joke. What are y'all boycotting for? Y'all don't boycott for Black folk killing each other. The only time y'all boycott is when the Democrats tell y'all to. Only time y'all get mad is when the Democrats tell y'all to. Y'all don't boycott for no other reason. Y'all slaves to the Democrats. I ain't boycotting nothing because everything that this president is doing is for the betterment of us. And DEI ain't helping no Black people. We don't need it. So y'all just silly.
Man, I'm so excited for this Friday's boycott. I'm sticking it to the man. What do you mean, Friday boycott? What are you talking about? We're protesting against Donald Trump and all the corporate hegemons. So you're not going to buy anything on Friday? Yep, it's going to hurt them real bad. But you just bought 7 boxes of frozen burgers, 6 cases of beer, and 20 boxes of frozen dinners. That's more than you've ever purchased ever. Well, yeah, I got to stock up before the boycott kicks in. What's so funny? Oh, that's so funny. Oh, what? We're sticking it to the man. So you're tanking the economy by giving them all your money before you don't? Shut up, Dave.
Look out, Democrats. We don't have a Black president, a so-called Black vice president. One of the best golfers in the world is Black. We got Black entertainers, billionaires. Say, man, what the hell is y'all so mad at white folks for, man? I mean, I don't get this here. This Al Sharpton, Roland Martin, Jan McCracken. What the hell is y'all so mad at white folks for, man? Let me give you a secret, man. Some of y'all educated people. Nobody that was in slavery is alive today. Anybody that was involved with slavery ain't alive today. But y'all still mention ain't got no reparations. Well, I'm serious. Where is all this anger and animosity come from? From the Democratic Party. And see, why you losing people, man, is that all you spew is rape. I'm so sick of Al Sharpton. See, some of you youngsters, man, we've been hearing Al Sharpton for years. You know, going around looking like an obese prince. We are tired of hearing it.
Can we talk about this whole economic blackout thing for today? And can I tell y'all why it's bothering me? And this is me personally, okay? So everybody's like, oh, don't spend no money today. Don't shop with no big businesses today, right? We need to stand up. We need to make a change. We need to do something different. But the moment somebody tells you to stop sinning and listen to the word of God and obey the word of God, it's, oh, no, you're judgmental. You're this, you're a problem. And no, we're not going to listen to you. But y'all want me to listen to y'all and not spend no money? Y'all want us to create change by not spending money, but y'all don't want to create change by changing within first? Because before we can acknowledge that these businesses and these stores are the problem, can we first see the problem within us? I get it, y'all want to make a change, but can we make some real change? Can we change our character? It said the system was designed to exploit us, and sin was designed to remove us from God, to separate us from the love of Christ. And so the true change is going to start on the inside, not on the outside.
There are black people in this country who are against DEI, contrary to popular opinion. The question today is, what is the fruit of DEI? Has it fostered unity in school districts in Texas? No. Has it improved reading scores in Texas? No. Has it improved math scores in Texas? No. Has it improved SAT test scores in Texas? No. Has it cost us a lot of money? Yes. So what has DEI produced? Nothing but confusion. 1 Corinthians 14:33 says that God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. And so instead of us hiding behind the misnomer of DEI leveling the playing field, it's time for us to wipe the black face off of DEI. DEI purports that it benefits blacks and brown people in America, but it doesn't. It really only opens up opportunities for people who are driven towards trans-zealot ideologies. My hope and prayer is that we can get back to reading, writing, and arithmetic and remove content that is mentally our children.
And just like that, we're done. Thank you so much for that, y'all. That was good. And we'll see you all real soon, everybody. Have a blessed rest of your day. And until then, everybody, grace and peace. Take care.